In a heavy rainstorm, we know that thousands of MLGW customers often lose power. Sometimes it's for a few hours, sometimes it's for days, and sometimes it happens even when it's sunny outside. Right now, people are getting sky-high bills that also just don't make sense.
There's a lot that doesn't make sense right now. Fox 13's Ernie Freeman sat down with MLGW President Doug McGowan. He wanted to find out what it's going to take to turn MLGW back into a reliable, trustworthy public utility.
Place. Good. Down. Good boy. Speak.
Meredith Cox teaches dogs obedience and protection at Off Leash in Cordova.
Good boy.
Her monthly MLGW bill is usually between $350 and $500. But in early October, MLGW took a major bite out of her account with an erroneous auto draft for more than $10,000.
So it really pretty much drained that account, and I had to tell my employees, just be patient with me. And that's of course that's not fair to them. I really hated to have to ask them to give me grace on that.
We recently went to MLGW's top dog, President and CEO Doug McGowan. He said the utility reimbursed Cox that same week, and they're trying to quickly address issues raised by thousands of other customers.
I've heard people refer to this utility as MLG and robbery.
Sure.
Have you heard that?
Oh, absolutely. And I understand people's sentiment. Utilities are the thing that people love to hate.
Jennifer O'Neill is one of those people. All summer, MLGW bills for hundreds of dollars kept coming. The problem? She says her Eads house until recently had been unoccupied since Memorial Day.
There's nobody here. So I think it's just estimated, but it's never corrected. Like, I wouldn't mind if they were estimating it, but at some point they should come out and read the meter and then adjust my bill.
She's not wrong. MLGW has been estimating bills for about 40,000 customers since last fall. That's when newly installed smart meters started generating false readings. That's when the utility started delaying bills, then started sending out estimated bills.
No, it's typically the bill is wrong. And the good news is that we are correcting them. As soon as we're made aware of that, we're correcting it. We've had a customer who received a $17,000 bill. As soon as it was brought to our attention, we corrected that bill and put it back in.
He says that issue is almost completely resolved now, but there's another bigger issue: customers losing power. Reliability, which is always tested when there's a storm in the Mid-South. MLGW's own records show people lose power twice as much today as they did 20 years ago, and those outages last 3 times longer.
When the trees are cut, you'll see an immediate uptick in your reliability. We know this to be the case. Several years ago in the Normal Station neighborhood, we did exactly a micro plan of what we're doing today. We modernized the infrastructure, we cut the trees, and we put some distribution automation devices in there, and we've seen a 50% increase in reliability just in that small area.
The utility is now investing more than $200 million for tree trimming alone over the next 5 years. But the ultimate goal is to take reliability to the next level, where stormy weather doesn't knock out power for hours, days, or even weeks. Like the high-tech system used by Alabama Power called FISR, which is short for Fault Isolation Service Restoration, an advanced distribution management system that uses fiber and radio-connected circuitry to quickly identify outages and almost immediately restore power.
The way that it works is it evaluates the electric grid during an outage and automatically reroutes that power to as many customers as possible. It's enhanced our system's responsiveness, therefore increasing the efficiency and the reliability you were talking. I don't have specific numbers regarding how much it is improved, but I can say that our response time regarding how the average power outage with FISR in effect is around 20 seconds, whereas before that number was statistically a lot higher just because we had to actually send physical crews out to fix the faults.
MLGW ultimately hopes to have a system just like that one day. But after years of essentially neglecting the grid, an upgrade will take time and cost big bucks, which is why in October, MLGW's board approved a 12% electricity rate hike. The first step in what will ultimately be a multi-billion-dollar investment to modernize the grid.
we're going all out to make sure the grid is ready for the challenges of today, but also future ready for the challenges of tomorrow. We know the electrification of things is going to put more demand on our system. We know customers want more choice. And so this grid modernization effort means that we're not just catching up to where we need to be today, but we are ready for tomorrow.
In the long run, McGowan says an improved infrastructure and grid will hold up better in future storms.
Fist bump. Good boy.
But just last week, Meredith Cox, that dog trainer in Cordova, said she got a cutoff notice and a new bill for $2,000, proving to her that the current storm at MLGW is not quite over. In Memphis, Ernie Freeman, Fox 13 News Investigate.